Welcome back once again to Mornings Don't Have to Suck, your go-to AM motivation and mindset podcast to start your day without the dread. In the short time we have together, you might just learn something new about yourself and how you can approach your day from a new and clever perspective. I am your host, Kaylin, founder of Live Your Clever Life Coaching, and we will go ahead and jump into it. So today we are going to be talking about doubt and how it plays a role in your life. And if it plays a big role, we can talk about maybe giving it a smaller role, if you will. I talk about this almost every class that I teach. If you haven't listened before, I am a certified life and leadership coach. I am also a spin instructor. I teach full-time as well, but that's just to pay the bills. Sorry, work, if you're listening. But spin classes are a very, very big part of how I became a life coach. But it also is the reason that I focus on doubt so much with my clients, is because doubt often will dictate what you do and don't do, what you try and don't try, what you're willing to believe about yourself and what you're not willing to believe about yourself. So we are going to do a mini deep dive in the next 10 minutes or so and talk about the power of doubt and what happens when you start to change your relationship with doubt. So grab a pen and paper as usual, grab your notes app on your phone, your journal app, whatever works for you, and we will go ahead and get into it. So let's jump into doubt right away. We're not going to waste any time. How much of your life is impacted by doubt? And I'll break this down for you on a smaller scale so you can truly see how big it can be in your life. Like I just said, I talk about this in spin classes all the time. When I tell people to speed up, to go above the beat, we're a rhythmic cycling studio, so you base how fast you go off the music that you hear. Sometimes we tell people to push above the beat. Sometimes the beat is super fast already, and doubt is one of the first things you feel when you're being asked to do that. I always remind them in that moment that doubt will always be there. You decide your reaction to it. So think about that. What areas of your life has doubt impacted? Now, looking at that scenario, my spin classes are 45 minutes of someone's day. So if they are doubting the 30-second push that I'm asking them to do, imagine how many more times a day doubt is impacting their decisions, and doubt is impacting their effort, and doubt is in their brain with them, telling them what they can and cannot do. I am sure this resonates with you because doubt is a universal feeling. Whether you like it or not, there is doubt in all of our minds, and I would really challenge you to think about where it's impacted you so far in life, in your goals, in the jobs you've tried, in your relationships, in your communication, everything. Really take the time to consider what has and hasn't happened because of the doubt in your life. And going into that, how many decisions over the course of a day, a week, a month, or even a year? Think about it. How many decisions are impacted by doubt? Because if you're going through any normal day, you wake up not feeling so good, you go to get dressed, you look in your closet, you want to wear the cute outfit, but you go, I doubt I'll look good in that. Doubt number one. So you pick something that you usually wear that is comfortable and you know is fine. 2, fill in the blank here. There are too many opportunities for us to doubt ourselves in lifetime. And I want you to think about how that truly impacts your minute-to-minute life. I don't think we do that enough. I seriously do not think that we spend time considering these little factors and our active participation in these things and how they truly impact what happens. Now, as usual, I'm going to pose a question, right, about doubt specifically, but what would happen if in those moments of opportunity, of decision, whatever they are, the doubt is there and you do the thing anyway? Just think about it. Back to the spin class reference, because it's something I do all the time. I scream this. Well, I don't scream it, but I have a mic that makes me louder. I will honestly say, do it with the doubt there anyway. Because you never know what's going to happen if you do not try. And if doubt is the only thing getting in your way, there's nothing in your way. Doubt is self-created. And even if it's not you saying, oh, I'm creating this doubt, your brain is doing it. The only way to get your brain out of that habit and out of that cycle is actively challenging that throughout. So let's say you're in a workout class or you've been invited to go something that's out of your comfort zone and your doubt starts to kick in. Like, ooh, I doubt that'll be fun for me. Ooh, I doubt I'm going to enjoy that. I'll just stay home. Or, ooh, I don't know. Scratchy throat. Something to consider in that moment is doing it anyway. Let me take a drink of water. Doing it anyway. Doing it with the doubt alongside you. With that, one of the things I also like to say in both my spin classes and with my clients is what happens if you say something back to doubt? You obviously don't have to say it out loud, but what happens if when that doubt gets super loud, you scream back? When the doubt pops up and says, oh, I don't think we can do that, why not respond with, watch me? I think a lot of us are used to being defeated by other people and then in turn defeated by ourselves. So what would happen if you chose to do something different this time? Just going to pose that. I think it's super important for each of us to start to challenge our natural thoughts a little bit more. Mostly because you didn't put them there. And oftentimes the person that didn't do it on purpose. So being able to do the personal work and the inner work and the self work to reflect and realize, ooh, maybe I didn't try that thing, or maybe I didn't do that thing, or maybe I said no to that person who I wanted to say yes to because I had doubt. And only doubt. There was nothing else. If we start looking at life in that manner, like, oh, it's only doubt, see what happens. You might shock yourself, and oftentimes you will. You'll be very surprised as to what starts happening when you give yourself the chance to do it anyway, with the doubt there. Doubt and fear go hand in hand, and of course there will be an entire episode or 5 on fear because, again, just like doubt, it's just a word, and it's something that we've created in our head at some point in our upbringing. And if you're only not doing something because you're too scared, or if you're only not doing something because you doubt you can do it, you are stunting yourself before you're even giving an opportunity to see what happens. Give yourself the opportunity. Why not? You've got nothing to lose. There is nothing standing in your way between a cool opportunity or that money-making business or that relationship that you've always wanted. If it's just you, it might just be you that's standing in your way, and your fears and your doubt are being louder than your belief and your willingness to try. Seriously, think about it. Write some thoughts down. Oftentimes when I bring this up, it brings up a lot from either the past or from current things that people are working on. So take a moment, think about it, really feel the feelings that come up as you start to think about that. With that, if you start to cringe or like get uncomfortable when someone says feel your feelings, it's likely because when you were younger or at a time in your life, you were made to feel shameful for feeling or for emoting or whatever. This is your opportunity to let that go. Drop it, feel your feelings, and see what happens. You're welcome. And one last thought that kind of piggybacks off of the last before we wrap up for today. One thing I like to say a lot is that doubt can get loud, but oftentimes we can be louder. And specifically in class, when I ask them to do hard things, I will say, yes, your doubt is loud, but my mic is guaranteed to get louder. And the reason I say that is hope and push and the try and the grit will always win over doubt. So if you're willing to give it a whirl, you're probably going to overcome the thing that is holding you back. And obviously that goes far and beyond workouts. That could be anything under the sun that you've been holding yourself back from or doubting yourself out of it before even really giving you the chance. There's so much out there that we decide for ourselves before we're even given the chance. And we are here, and I am here to give you more chances to come back to yourself and to trust yourself and to honor yourself a little bit better and to honor that young version of yourself who grew up with such big dreams and maybe society stomped it out of you, or your circumstances stumped it out of you, whatever it may be, here's your opportunity to take it back. I give you permission. Boom. As usual, thank you as always for hopping on. Like, subscribe, share with somebody close to you who might be struggling with this or who might need this insight. You never really know. Share it on your socials. Make sure if you haven't already as well, follow me on Instagram. I post similar content, if you will, but I try to diversify it. So please, please, please have a wonderful day. Be kind to anyone you meet, even if they are not kind to you. And I will see you back here soon. Have a great day. Good morning as usual, and welcome back to Mornings Don't Have to Suck, your AM